Corruption scandals swamped St. Louis City Hall right as record windfalls of cash came pouring in.
Bribery, pay-to-play schemes landed aldermen in prison, gave the city a black eye, and cast suspicion on politicians' promises to deliver results in the public interest. Other cities suffered similar embarrassments and still bounced back in a big way. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, went to Detroit searching for solutions.
All right. Go ahead.
I certainly appreciate his style of being able to handle the crowd.
I want to know.
When we arrived in Detroit,
He allows the citizens to vent,
I don't see nobody putting dispensaries downtown.
and he responds to those vents,
I'm going to stay with it until you're happy.
and he does it on a factual basis.
Councilman Tate and I are going to be out.
we found Mayor Mike Duggan fielding questions from hundreds of voters one by one.
I picked the right time to become mayor. There's no question about that.
We would like to see the city.
Duggan entered City Hall at a low point for Detroit with a lengthy to-do list.
Detroit went through the largest municipal bankruptcy.
The city was broke and bloated, its former mayor behind bars for a corrupt pay-to-play scheme after borrowing the budget into oblivion.
We, as voters, have failed to discipline our elected public officials. We were very glad to ride the gravy train as long as everybody could borrow more money and keep this thing going.
Trust in government was at an all-time low.
People gave up. That's part of the problem.
Folks had really lost faith in city government.
10 years later, a broken city is bustling.
Detroit's comeback is a mosaic. There's about 100 things that have to happen.
Crime is down, jobs and wages are up. People like Big Keith the barber are moving back home.
It's definitely getting better, bro.
Even billionaires are buying in.
If you have an idea, people are going to buy in.
There's definitely hope.
We wanted to know what sparked that renewed sense of hope.
The leadership has to align in some ways.
Veteran journalist John Gallagher covered the city for the Detroit Free Press and documented its downfall and its bounce back.
At first, there was almost no one to align with. I mean, city government in Detroit was so broken.
But before big business would buy in,
It's the job of the mayor to bring the city back.
elected officials shouldered the load and started racking up wins wherever they could find them.
When the place is dark and dimly lit, it's a problem for crime.
City Hall started small, solving a simple problem first.
We talked about here's when you can expect your streetlights on. Here's when you can expect the police response time to be cut.
Soon, people started to see something was changing.
It was fast, but you have to show them something. You have to do something big. If the lights are out, you got to get the lights turned on.
When you promise it and you deliver it, before very long, people stop talking about the past and they start talking about the future. And I'm sure you saw it here. Right now, everybody in Detroit is talking about the future.
Everyone, including billionaire philanthropist Dan Gilbert, who pitched in $500 million to boost development in the city's neighborhoods.
Detroit was lucky in that we had some fairly civic-minded people doing these things.
Other businesses bought in too. Henry Ford's great-grandson invested $1 billion in restoring Michigan Central Station.
There's a common goal.
This time, there's a sense of broader buy-in for everyone, not just the wealthy and well-connected.
What Ford is doing is real great. It's going to bring a lot of more diversity to Detroit.
Mayor Duggan's office, this is Sam. How can I help you?
Duggan's office aggressively advertises expanded opportunities for former felons seeking expungement, small businesses seeking grant funds, unemployed workers seeking jobs, and homeowners seeking equity.
It's where wealth comes from, sticking together.
In each category of Detroit's comeback, specialists at city government help first-time job seekers, business owners, homeowners, or returning citizens speed through red tape and overcome hurdles in the system.
Detroit is learning how to work together, and this building, bro. This building.
We built on our strengths, and I think that's what every city has to do is build on your strengths.
Searching for solutions in a city the size of St. Louis can seem overwhelming, such a large problem in a big American city, but the lessons we learned in Detroit were that each individual person doing their part, almost like they would on an assembly line, can develop quite a quick turnaround and provide that spark a city needs for its comeback. You might call it the spirit of Detroit. Reporting in the Motor City, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.